Hi everybody, welcome to the Cabin Diaries. I'm author, writer, and unshaven multimedia journalist Patrick Sims. I'm sitting on a hilltop in Trevelin, Argentina. So what am I doing here? First of all, I'm reading a book, and it's a good book. Second of all, I'm sitting not just on a hilltop, but on my hilltop. I own this one. That's because we're at my cabin. And I'm going to be talking this week about life in the perfect hideaway and how to get away with having your own cabin where nobody can bother you. Let's take a look at what makes the perfect getaway, at least in my book. So first of all, you got to have a quiet spot on a hillside surrounded by trees with nothing to do. You'll see here some of the vital resources needed to live in an off-the-grid cabin. First of all, what's that? 2 solar panels, yeah. About 60 watts of power. It's enough to fill up 4 batteries, give me cell phone recharging, filling up my iPad battery, and running lights and all the niceties of modern life. You see there the other great resource, wood. Yeah, that's right. The only heat is from a stack of firewood. And I'm here at a pretty chill time of year, so it really helps to have that fire. Let's take a look at the cabin. I built this about 12 years ago now, and sketched it out with a pretty simple design. That's just a shed roof, slanted at that angle you see there, just to throw off the strong winds that come here. You need to have a cabin that'll really stand up to the tough conditions in Patagonia. And it's still standing strong after 12 years of taking a beating. I'm not here that often, so a cabin has to be something that you can lock up and walk away and just make it sturdy and independent. Take a look around inside here. It's pretty simple in the end. I do have a little kitchen unit, gas stove that runs on propane, and some amenities like totally inappropriate black leather furniture that my carpenter gave to me. Why not? It's free. So are the chairs, the tables. Even a lot of the books have been left here by friends of mine who come to stay, visitors who find, guess what? When you're in an isolated cabin, it's off the grid with no distractions, you end up reading a lot. Oh, how fun is that? Well, it is for me. So you can see all the basic elements here that make for a great cabin life. One is letting that outdoors in with a lot of windows, a lot of doors. You're here to feel nature. You want to be in the trees. The loudest sound that plagues me here all day is the flocks of very noisy Patagonian birds called teroteros, who just like to shout out and let everybody know where they are. Behind me you see the basics. Some furniture that I got for free from people I know here, and a nice wood stove to give me a little something to keep me warm at night, plus a bit of a kitchen unit with a propane powered stove. And what else do you need in life? I got streams that provide me with water, and a pickup truck parked outside. It's pretty much the definition of the good life. You know what one of my favorite things to do at my cabin is? Watch clouds. Yeah, pretty exciting, huh? One of the pleasures of my cabin is that this land here is very heavily forested. I tried once to count how many trees there are, but it's probably over 300. I couldn't even find them all. So about 9 acres of forest. But this isn't native forest. This is a plantation. It was planted by the previous owner in the 1970s, by his father actually, who wanted to get lumber out of a disused farming plot. So here it is half a century later, and these trees are getting pretty big. We're talking 40, 50 feet or more. Thousands and thousands of pine cones everywhere. And it's both very beautiful, but also just too densely packed. These trees are so tight that one of my projects is to thin them out a little bit so that a bit more sunshine gets in, so that a bit more grass grows, and actually so that the trees themselves will be healthier, because as it stands right now, they're so closely packed in that they often grow as twins, and you need to get rid of one of them in order to make the other one grow a little better. So there's a lot of work still to do to maintain the property, to keep the trees healthy. And I'm going to start gradually introducing more native species, especially the kinds of bushes that attract the kinds of insects that attract the kind of native species that should be flourishing in this region. So I love having these long-term projects that improve the land, and I hope that someday I'll get to pass it down in even better shape than when I got it. Getting around in here can get a little bit tough. Okay, can't even find my own cabin again. Yikes. I think this is the way. I think we're coming out. Yeah, some of that looks a little familiar. Okay, no. Oh my goodness. Total thickets and chaos in here. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. Ah. There's the pretty little place.